Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Personality and Aesthetics. Today, I want to talk to you about what we should pay attention to when cleaning headliners to avoid unnecessary risks. What I hear the most is, oh no, after I clean my headliner, there are a lot of water stains on it, and no matter how much I wipe, it just won't come clean. Plus, a lot of fibers have come out around the edges. After cleaning, suede can become slightly stiff, or even severely so. During the cleaning process, the headliner may also experience some shedding. So, how can we reduce these issues? The car headliner is basically made up of two parts, a fabric layer and a substrate layer. During the cleaning process, we mainly deal with the fabric layer, which is further divided into three layers: the fabric, foam, and the bottom layer. The fabric layer is made from many different materials. For example, in this car, the material used is a knitted blend, but there are also non-woven fabrics, PVC, and even suede or anti-suede, among other materials. Before we start, we must first confirm the internal structure and material to determine what cleaning method we can use. We should find some areas to gently open up and observe the foam inside, as well as check if the adhesive is stable and whether the foam has become brittle. To determine whether it allows us to clean it, we just use the observation method. In fact, there is another way. We can also press it and see if it will immediately return to its original state. If it can't return to its original state, that means the foam inside has aged. If, after pressing, it still feels a bit sticky, at that point, you can suggest to the customer that they should consider replacing it. If we decide to clean it, there's a high probability that there will be a risk of shedding. I will use Citix cleaning agent after we confirm that we are allowed to start construction. To be used with a towel as an information agent in the wiping work center, it needs to meet several characteristics. The first is that it should produce less foam, and the second is that it should leave less residue. In fact, the best way to prove it is to spray it on your hands. Once your hand dries, it shouldn't feel sticky at all. This is really helpful for cleaning up any residue from the cleaning agent later on. Of course, we need to set aside suede and anti-suede materials. For those, I usually use a towel with warm water, keeping the towel slightly damp for wiping, especially if there are some stains present. I will add some mild soap to the warm water for cleaning. For spot treatment, when it comes to particularly tough stains, you'll need to use specialized products. When using cleaning agents on suede, you must not spray the product directly onto the headliner. Doing so can lead to issues. After the job, you might see water stains or uneven color. The most common issues arise from using universal foam and sealing cleaning guns. When we spray the universal foam on, we wait for it to start dissipating and turning into liquid. The foam has started to absorb the stains and chemicals. After we wipe the stains and the chemicals below, reverse osmosis will begin, forming watermarks that are difficult to deal with. The top door cleaning is like using air pressure to hit it through a swing pipe to remove it. The only thing I'm curious about is where do most of the stains and chemicals go? My construction method is to spray the chemicals directly on the towel, do a wipe, to avoid this problem. The burr is often caused by wiping too hard or hitting with equipment during construction. At this time, when you use equipment to hit, it must have an adjustable air pressure function, which is a more handy tool. Burrs appear during construction. We can use a lint trimmer for clothes to do some modification. Many friends will have uneven colors after the construction. Just now we mentioned a point that the agent is sprayed directly on the top basin, which will produce this state. Secondly, many friends will use a spray extractor. Thirdly, some friends will use the vacuum chamber of Longjing manure. The main point is that if the humidity in adjacent areas is different, it can lead to variations in color. After I finish the job, I usually use a blower to dry the entire ceiling, ensuring it reaches an even state. Without a blower, we can use a slightly damp towel to wipe everything down, helping to achieve a more uniform color. Some friends encounter sagging spots during the job. Besides the original issues with the ceiling, a significant reason for sagging is often due to using the wrong chemicals. The urinary layer and the foam layer are bonded together with glue. The glue is most sensitive to solvent-based agents, meaning any agent that can remove glue should not be used for ceiling cleaning. For example, glue remover, tar cleaner, and multi-purpose foam can remove slight residual glue, which means it also reacts to glue. Once it comes into contact with these agents, it is only a matter of time before it breaks down. When I'm cleaning ceilings, I always use neutral agents for wiping. If there are stubborn stains, I might have to go over it once, twice, or even sometimes 3 times. But overall, the risk is manageable. That's all for this episode on ceiling cleaning. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll respond to each one. See you next time.